So see here. Okay. So see here, our Indian government runs on the basis of Indian Constitution. Okay. All the things are mentioned in the Constitution. We cannot go outside the Constitution and do something of our own. Yes, whatever is mentioned, all the rules, all the regulations, all the what, that is stoppings, that is we say conditions and boundaries, all the boundaries are mentioned in the Constitution of India. We have to follow that only. We cannot go outside the Constitution, isn't it? That is the supreme. So Constitution of India is supreme law of India. All the rules and regulations law are mentioned in the Constitution. We have to go with the Constitution, abide the Constitution, isn't it? Yes. Okay. So here Constitution is supreme, that is the meaning. So no one is above the Constitution. Everyone, all the people of India, Prime Minister, President, everyone has to follow the Constitution. Yes, all the people of India follow the Constitution, isn't it? That is the supreme. Okay. So all the rights are mentioned in this. Okay. If a person is born, he has what? That is, the person has the rights given to him. Okay. So we will see about that. So the Indian governance, political code, power, duties of government are laid down in the document. That is in this document. That is all the rules, regulations, duties. A government officer is there. How should he perform his duties? All these things are given in the Constitution. Okay. Okay. So making of Constitution, you know, Constitution of India was adopted in which? Yes, 1950. Okay. Yes. So 26 1950. Okay. Yes. So
it came into force that day.
Yes.
Adopted on 1946 November 26.
Okay. That is different. So we will.
Came into force.
Yes. Yes. So 26 November 1949 it was adopted, but that was followed from what? 26 January 1950. Okay. Yes. So we'll see here. So Constitution, before we were under whose rule? Britishers rule. So they had their own Constitution. Okay. But after Britishers left, country has to be run. There should be some regulations, or everyone will do whatever they want, right? So that is not allowed. You have to do what is in the what? Constitution. Okay, we cannot go outside the Constitution. Yes. So what is moral? So that we can do. So that is written in the Constitution. Yes, we should abide the Constitution. We cannot do outside that. Okay. So this is written. Everything is written. So if anyone is forcing you, if anyone is right, if anyone is saying you to do something outside the Constitution, you can go to police, you can go to the law of court, right, and then you can get your rights. Okay. So no one can force you, no one can tell you what you want to do, what you should do. Okay. It has freedom. You have freedom, isn't it? That is your fundamental right. Yes. So you can go to the court of law and you will get the justice, isn't it? You should not fear anyone. You should only fear the Constitution. If you do something wrong, you should not fear anyone. Constitution is the supreme. Yes, everyone will come below that Constitution. Okay. No government officer, no private, nothing. Keep it in mind. Okay. So Constitution of India was framed by the Constituent Assembly. These are the people in the Constituent Assembly. Okay. So Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is the what?
Chairman.
Chairman. Okay. constitutional. So the constituent assembly was set up in 1946 after independence to what, write the constitution. Yes, yes. So cabinet mission plan sent by the Britishers. Okay, so there were, our constitution is taken from so many countries. Okay, so we have referred all the countries constitution and we have taken some part of that. Okay, because everything cannot be our own, so we have taken from good things from all the countries. Okay, so the first meeting of constitution, this is not required, don't remember this. Okay, so total strength of constitution, constituent assembly was, this is not required. So president of constituent assembly was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Okay, so this will not be asked, no need to remember, otherwise you will get confused. Okay,
Is very long, no?
yes, yes, longest constitution in the world. Okay, so
That is only
yes, it took how many years? 2 years, 11 months and 8 days. Yes, to frame the constitution. So it was completed, it was adopted on which day? 26 November 1949 it was completed and adopted, and it was followed, it was made as a supreme document on which day, that is it came into force. That is, you will tell your school will start from June, right? They will give one date, so from that day, like that. So this is the date from which it started into force, that is it is applied, the rules has to be followed from that day. But it was completed, your fourth is completed, like that, your fourth standard completed, then you went to fifth standard, right? That is how. So it was completed, or it was what, adopted on this day, that is 26 November 1949, and it came into force, that is it is to be followed from 26 January 1950. After that it came into force, that is these rules, all the regulations has to be followed from that day, right? That is the meaning. Okay, yes. So what do we celebrate it as? We celebrate it as Republic Day every day, isn't it? Yes, 26 January. So
every day, sir.
every year, Republic Day every year, isn't it? That day we celebrate it as Republic Day, isn't it? 26 January. Yes.
Sir, this
Okay.
chapter is very
So the committee that was entrusted to with the task of preparing the draft of the constitution called drafting committee, that is not required. Chairman was who? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay. Yes, first Prime Minister of the independent India was Jawaharlal Nehru, first President was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. That is not required. Okay, so we already know this. Yes. Okay, so you remember these points. Okay. Yes. Okay. Will you remember them? Fine. So important features. The first page of Constitution is preamble. Does everyone know preamble? Yes. Yes. So preamble of India. Yes, you should know that. Okay, we the people of India. Yes, it starts with that. Okay. Yes. So preamble is the preface or the introduction to the Constitution. The first page of Constitution. Okay, it is the introduction. They give the in the book, right? Introduction. They give the brief. Yes, if you know, that is good. Okay, you should know. Everyone should know. No need now. Okay, we have to complete the syllabus. Okay, so preamble signifies the spirit and objective of the Indian Constitution. It gives the brief introduction and what is about. Okay, that is the spirit and objective. It signifies the spirit and objective of the Constitution. It is based on objective revolution drafted by Jawaharlal Nehru. We don't need this. It reads India as a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and secure to all its citizens justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. Yes? Okay. So these are the things mentioned in the Constitution. That is preamble. Okay, so our country is sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic country. Yes, sovereign means we are not in the rule of anyone, we are independent country. Socialist means yes, we are,
The right to do.
yes,
The
okay.
right to do anything.
So we follow, that is actually socialist is what, that is little different actually. Okay, but we are a socialist country, we say. Socialist is actually what, everything is owned by government, no one private, right, like that. But ours is a kind of both. Okay, secular, secular means we don't follow any one religion, every religion is same before the constitution. Constitution is not mentioning any religion. Secular means we are free from religion. Yes, all the people have their own right to follow, so no religion is above anyone in the constitution. Yes, you may have heard of other countries. Yes, so here religion and constitution is separate. Secular means, okay. Democratic republic, democratic means by the people, for the people, to the people, means we elect, people elect. Yes, we elect the representative. Yes, people vote and elect the representative, isn't it? That is representative. That is
Sir,
MLA, or
socialist and
we elect MLA or MP, right? And then they elect the prime minister or chief minister. Okay, that is how it happens. Understand? Okay.
sir, socialist and secular with the lower taxes.
So now let us see about the fundamental rights. Fundamental rights means your rights. You tell I have right to speak, you will tell I have right to be speech of freedom of speech. Whatever I want you can do, your choice, isn't it? So that is your rights, means you have your own things, whatever you want you can do, that is your right. Okay, so these fundamental rights are given to people of India. Everyone is the same, all the rights are given to everyone. Yes, so these are the, anyone born in India has these fundamental rights. Okay, so government cannot what, question them, anyone cannot question them these rights. Yes, so where they are written, they are written in the part 3 of the constitution, in the from the article 12 to 35. Yes, remember this, article 12 to 35. Okay. So fundamental rights are justiciable in nature, which means they are violated, then a person can directly move to the court of justice. Yes, no one can force you to drop these rights, isn't it? So if anyone is forcing, or if it is violated, someone violated you, that is, or it is against the rights, then you can go to the court and get the justice. Yes, so the basic and mandatory for democratic country are therefore are rightly described as Magna Carta of India.
Sir, what is meant by justice?
Justice means getting what is right and wrong in front of the court. Yes, court will decide, isn't it? Yes, that is the justice in the court. So these are basic and mandatory rights. Okay, the idea of fundamental rights of constitution have been derived from the constitution of USA. So where did we get this idea? From the constitution of USA. So constitution of India ensures 6 fundamental rights. How many rights are there? 6 fundamental rights for every citizen, means for every people of India. Okay. So what is the first right? Right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion,
The
right to
rights
constitutional
the
remedies.
rights of freedom to sir, there are seven good.
Yes.
Sir, there are
Huh.
seven nourishing.
Okay. So here the fifth one is cultural and educational right, and sixth one is right to constitutional remedies. Okay. So here right to equality means everyone is equal in front of the constitution.
Government.
Okay. Yes, constitution. Right to freedom. Right to freedom means you can do whatever you want. It is your choice. Yes, no one can force you. Right against exploitation means no one can force you to do the work. Right? Exploitation. Before they used to keep the slaves, isn't it? Yes, before they used to keep the slaves, isn't it? That is exploitation. Yes, no one can exploit nowadays. Whatever you want, it is your choice. If you want to do, you can do. Otherwise, you can leave. Yes, that is the word. Right to freedom of religion. Whichever religion you want, you can follow. No one can force you. Yes, if you want other religion, you can switch. Yes, you can switch the religion. So, cultural and educational rights. Cultural means you can follow whatever culture or tradition you want. Yes, everyone has. You may be knowing all the religion has their own cultural programs. You can follow that. Yes, no one stops you. Or does anyone stops you from performing your what is that festivals or other things about the religion? No one stops you. It is your right. Yes, you can follow that. And educational rights. All the people in India have the what? Educational rights. So there is basic education, compulsory basic education till 7th standard is given, right? Everyone should be educated till 7th standard minimum. That is free of cost. You can take the admission in government school. It will be free of cost, right? So it is compulsory to take education till 7th standard, right? That is why to attract all the students they give different schemes, right? You may be knowing midday meal scheme. Yes, they give free food in the government school for the afternoon, right? So to attract the students not to leave the education, right? Till 7th standard is compulsory education, free cost. Anyone can take that education, right? No bar.
Sir, the 8th standard government will only pay.
Yes.
Everything.
So right to constitutional remedies. Right to constitutional remedies means if anything wrong happens, you have the right to go to the court and court will decide the justice, isn't it? So court justice, isn't it? So these are all the main 6 fundamental rights. Will everyone remember them?
Sir,
Yes. So see here. So these are the main article. You remember mainly article 14. Okay. Article 14 is right to equality. Okay. You don't need to remember all these articles. They will not ask. Okay. So remember from article 14 to 32 only. You remember this, and article 14 is right to equality. You remember these two things. So and 6 fundamental right. These are very important rights. Okay. You should be remembering them. Because to live the life, to lead the life, you should follow these rights. Okay. Next is directive principles of state policy. Yes, directive principle means these are guides for the state. Guides, that is, they will tell you do this, this is good, this is bad, like that. That is guides, directive principles. So DSPs denote the ideals that the state should keep in mind while formulating policies and making laws. That is they will tell this is good, this is bad, this is how you should do good things. Okay, like that. That is the state ideals, that is the morals to keep in mind while framing policies and laws. These are constitutional instructions, that is the guides, instruction, right? Or recommendation for the government. Okay. So DSPs are given in part 4 of the constitution, that is Indian constitution, from article 36 to 51. Okay, so you don't need to remember, just remember what is DSPs, that is directive principles of state policy. That is, these are the instructions for the government to make the policies, and while making the policies. Okay, so you don't need anything other than that. Okay. Okay. So next is fundamental duties. Fundamental duties means you have fundamental rights. That means, that doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. Yes, you cannot do wrong things. You have to do morally good things, isn't it? You have to do morally good things. So that is your fundamental duties, isn't it? You cannot go against the state. Yes, you cannot go against the state, that is the government, that is the what? That is India. So these are mentioned in the fundamental duties. What are the things which you should do, which you should not do? That is the duties, isn't it? Yes, you are a student. What is your duty? Yes. Yes, to study well. Yes. Yes. So the fundamental duties, the basic duties every citizen has to abide with is given here. So let us see here. Fundamental duties were originally the part of the Indian constitution and later were added to 1976 and through the, okay, so you don't need this. Okay, so here present day constitution includes how many duties? 11. Okay, yes. So fundamental duties are to be performed by every citizen, which serves as the reminder to every citizen that while enjoying their rights, they should also be conscious of the duties they owe to the country. Yes, you cannot do anything whatever you want. It should be in the as per the constitution of India. Okay, yes, these are the fundamental duties which you have to follow. Yes, so fundamental duties in Indian constitution were instated by USSR, that is the Russia. Okay, fundamental duties were added to the constitution on the recommendation of Swaran Singh committee. So you don't need this, only remember this one. Okay, and this one. So Indian 11 fundamental duties are as follows. Okay, yes, to abide by the constitution and respect its ideals and constitutions, the national flag, institutions and ideals and institutions, the national flag and the national anthem, isn't it? We rise when the national anthem is sung. Yes, that is the respect we have to give. Yes, national flag, we salute the national flag, that is the respect we have to give. Yes, institutions means there are different government bodies, that is the government departments are there. What we have to do? Whatever the rules they have set, we have to follow them, isn't it? So those are all, we have to respect and follow the ideals set by the institutions, and the national flag we have to respect it, we have to respect the national anthem, isn't it? So these are the first, this is the first, that is we cannot go against the government, that is the state. Okay, so we have to respect the state, isn't it? This is the first duty, we have to respect our country, this is our first duty. Yes, okay. So after that is to cherish and follow noble ideas which inspired our national struggle for freedom. Yes, we what we celebrate our Independence Day, and we what? Yes, we remember all the freedom fighters. Yes, so that is we have to cherish that. We should remember how much struggle they have made for us, and we should what? Be grateful for our freedom, isn't it? Yes, we should be grateful and respect them. So that is the, we should cherish and follow the ideas inspired by our freedom of struggle. Okay, freedom struggle. To uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. Sovereignty means our independence countries. No one can interfere in our internal and external matters, our country's matters. That is, we should protect it. If someone is against it, we should what? We should fight it, we should debate it, isn't it? Yes, that is why war happens. So unity, our country is united, right? Yes, there
Sir.
are so many different religions, there are so many different castes, there are so many different states are there, but we are one country, right? That is unity. Integrity of India, that is we are together, okay? So that is integrity. So that is the
Sir.
fundamental duty. Yes, we should be united. So next is what? To defend the country. What? To defend the country, it is our duty. If someone is attacking us, what we have to do? We have to defend us, it is our duty, isn't it? Yes,
Sir, many
this is our
people
duty.
will
Hmm.
try to escape.
No,
They're not.
okay, that is a different story, we will not go into that. Okay, we have to defend our country. Okay, to promote harmony and spirit of common brotherhood amongst all the people of India. That is, we should live together, isn't it? We should live in harmony, we should live together. Yes, we should respect each other. That is spirit of common brotherhood, isn't it? We should be what? Brothers to each other. That is, we should be in respect with each other, isn't it? Yes. Okay.
Caste
Huh.
religion.
Yes, all the religions and castes and peoples and all the states. Okay. Yes. So next is to value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. All the cultures have their own traditions and their own culture. We should respect other culture also. Yes, we cannot tell anything to other culture, it is their culture, right? They will follow. So everyone has their own culture, we should respect that and we should preserve it. Means we should keep that culture and follow with the generation, isn't it? The culture is passed on generation to generation. Yes, like that. So to protect and improve the natural environment, isn't it? Yes, we cannot harm the environment, we cannot throw garbage wherever we want. Can we throw the garbage wherever we want? You will be fined.
No, sir.
Yes, you will be fined.
No.
That is, yes, we have to protect our natural environment. Yes, you should follow the rules. Yes, that is, we should put that in the dustbin, isn't it?
Sir,
Yes,
long.
that is, we should protect our environment because that is the only thing which is free of cost, isn't it? Our environment is the only thing which is free of cost to us, given to us. That is our what we have got from our fathers, that is forefathers and all, previous generation, and we have to give it to the next generation. That is our debt. Means we have taken loan from the next generation. Environment is the loan from the next generation because you have to pass on to them. If you pass garbage, they will be in bad condition, right? They will be what? Getting the garbage. It is our duty to protect the
So
environment.
in the
Yes.
next
Hmm.
life, they
Yes.
will not have.
That is what? Okay, the environment is getting deteriorated. That is getting harm. Okay. So to develop the scientific temper and spirit of inquiry. Yes, we should be what? Doing research. We should be doing what? Developing our country. Right? Yes, spirit of inquiry means we should be questioning everything.
Sir,
Yes, you can ask whatever you want, doubts and anything. We should ask how it is, why it is, like that. Spirit of inquiry. And you should be developing our country, scientific temper. Okay, that is, you should be what? Of a reasonable mind. Okay, that is the thing. So next is safeguard public property. That is, government property is public property, isn't it? Yes, they say government work
yes,
is
sir, government
God's work.
property, public.
Government work is God's work. Yes, Because
God.
yes, God's work. Because government is, we whatever we pay the tax, it is building with that, right? So this is to be used by all the people. So we should not what
No,
break
sir.
anything or
Government
destroy
is
anything. We should
nothing.
protect it. We should safeguard the public property. If someone is doing harming the government property, you should tell him you should not harm that, right? That is your duty. You should safeguard the public property, isn't it? You may have seen government builds huge complexes and all, but after some time it get in the bad condition. Yes, because of the non maintenance or some of the other factors, right? Yes. So that is why you should safeguard it. You should tell the people responsible for maintaining it. You should inform them. Yes, this is getting in bad shape, and then they will follow it. Okay. Yes. So to strive, I will come to the doubts later. So listen. To strive towards excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activity means you should develop yourself. Yes, you should be excellence, moving towards the excellence. Yes, isn't it? Now your duty is to study. You should be excellent in that. Yes, you should be like in the excellence. Yes, so that is how you should be in the excellence sphere of, yes, towards, you should be aiming towards the excellence, right? And collective activity means you should take your surrounding people with you. Yes, you should help them, you should guide them. If you know, you have knowledge, you should help others also. That is collective activity. Okay. To provide opportunities for education to his children or children, child or ward, as the case may be, between the age of 6 and 14 years. Yes, you should help your subordinates and the child, that is the parents has the duty to what, send the children to school. Yes, that is the duty. If they are not sending, they may be put what, behind the justice. Yes, yes, they have the compulsory duty to send the children to school, isn't it?
Sir,
Yes.
but if they are
Sir, this was in
parents are
So
the
these
right
are
to
the,
freedom, sir. We can
yes.
do whatever. Sir, right to exploitation. We can do whatever we want.
No, it is your right. Yes, if you don't want to marry, it is your choice. No one can force you. Yes, that is your freedom.
sir, if we
Yes.
if we
So there are 11 fundamental duties. Okay, there are 11 fundamental duties. Okay, you have to remember them. Yes, and you have to understand this. No one will ask generally duties, but this is to understand what you should do. That is the duty, your duty. Yes, these are mainly for understanding purpose and following purpose. Yes, isn't it? So that is to develop scientific temper and spirit of inquiry, means you have to be of the reasonable mind and you have to develop yourself, isn't it? Yes, you have to be what, doing good things. You have to be following your duty. If you are a student, you have to follow your duty. If you are a doctor, you have to follow your duty, isn't it? That is what it is. Okay, good. So next is other major points to remember. What are the other major points? India follows a federal structure, which means the power of functions are distributed among the center and the state level. Yes, India is a federal country. Okay, that is central and state are different. Okay, so they have their own what, freedom. Okay, so they have their own autonomy. That is the freedom. Okay, autonomy.
Sir, what is the meaning of federal?
That is what, all the states, Indian state have their own government, isn't it? Yes, that is the federal structure.
Yes.
There is no only one power in the center. This is the actually, India is not a center, it is union of states. What? Union of states. Union means Coming together. Union means coming together. All the states have come together to form a government. That is the union. India is a union of states. Okay, that is the states have their own power. Union has their own power. Okay, union government it is, not central government. You should not say yes.
Sir, every countries are.
No, every country is not union. Okay, there are so many countries. These are the states, different states. Okay, they come together, right, and makes the union. Okay, you should not say it as central.
Sir, then even
Okay.
India also has power.
Okay, so you should always keep in mind it is union of states. What?
Sir, if we want to build a house, then we can only take a place any place.
So that is next. Okay, so that is central. Okay, one more point is there, right? Indian governance can be divided broadly into three sections, that is executive, legislature and judiciary, and the function performed by them are equally bifurcated at the both levels, that is central and state. That is okay. So if you see here, so it is here. So see here, so constitution is the above everything, that is the supreme. Under that legislative means that is president, parliament, your IAS officer, everyone, government officers and all will come under legislative, that is doing, performing the duties, that is job. Legislative is different. Okay, legislative means by the law. Okay, that is president and prime minister, Rajya Sabha, parliament, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha. Executive means that is IAS of IPS, I think. Okay, that I don't know much, but this is what is here. I will tell about that only. So legislative is president, parliament, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, governor and all will come. And the constitution is executives like prime minister, council of ministers, those are all executives. Judicial means that is court. Okay, so supreme court, high court, district court, judge, those are all judicial. Okay, these are the main three pillars, and there is one more fourth pillar. What is the fourth pillar? Can anyone tell? Yes, the fourth pillar of democracy, we say it is news media. Okay, yes, because they are, yes, they, yes, news or media is the fourth pillar, because they make us informed, they tell us the information of all these. Because if they tell wrong information, we will know only wrong information. Yes, that is why they say fourth pillar of democracy. If any news media is telling something rubbish, you don't follow that, you leave them. Okay, that is how you should be. Otherwise, if you follow rubbish, you will become rubbish only, isn't it? Yes. So the news has their own what duties to perform. Yes, that is the fourth pillar of democracy. Okay, these are three, that is legislative, executive and judicial, and the fourth is news and media. Yes, so that is why you watch the news with very careful. Okay, because whatever goes inside our mind, that will happens. Yes.
Sir, I don't even watch news.